Parasyte has some of the most compelling designs I've ever seen, but it also has some of the most effective body horror I've witnessed in manga. It's a series that was released over 30 years ago and is still highly influential and loved to this day. It's a sci-fi horror classic that has withstood the test of time, and it's without a shadow of a doubt one of my favorite horror manga to release so far. It's one I highly recommend, especially if you're a sci-fi or body horror fan, but what's the best way to collect this series? Let's find out. I do want to mention that there are other English editions of Parasyte out there, including the first English release from Tokyo Pop. Del Rey later took over printing the series, and then Kodansha took over printing the series after them. I'm only going to compare the two in-print editions in this video, the singles released by Kodansha and the new full color collection just released by Kodansha. Kodansha released Parasyte with English translation in 8 paperback singles. They later announced the hardcover full color collection of the series. Approximately 1 single is collected in each full color edition, so they both collect the series in 8 volumes. Let's take a look at size next. The full color collections are bigger all around than the singles are. This, of course, largely being due to the fact that they are hardcover as well as a new format release. They are a larger format all around at 6 by 8.3 by 1.1 inches versus the singles, which are 5 by 7.4 by 1 inches. Since they are only around 0.1 inches larger in terms of depth, they shouldn't take up a whole lot more space on the shelf than the singles do. To give you an idea as to size, the full color collection is around the same size as the Soul Eater Perfect editions, as well as the Full Metal Alchemist Full Metal editions. I have a review of both on the channel as well if you'd like to check them out. Price-wise, the full color editions retail for $19.99 each, while the singles retail for $10.99 each, so the singles are the cheapest way to collect the series. The $9.99 markup on the full color editions is due to the fact that these are hardcover and the series is fully colorized. You can often find both editions though on discount or for cheaper everyday prices on sites like Right Stuf or Amazon, so you can get the cost down. Given the quality of the hardcovers and the look of the series in full color, which I'll show you all shortly, they are definitely worth the price. But if you're looking for the absolute cheapest way to get into Parasyte, you may be more interested in the singles than the hardcovers. Let's check out design and quality next. The full color editions are hardcover, whereas the singles are paperback, so they are higher quality. Kodansha stated that these are premium quality editions, and I definitely agree with that statement after getting the first volume in hand. The full color volume covers are matte, but they added glossy details to the volumes which add even more appeal. The contrast of the white covers and the red text and details make these editions pop. Parasyte is a horror sci-fi classic, but I really love the modern design they went with for the full color collection. They just look so clean, and the new artwork they featured on the front cover is nice too. The spine has a big P at the bottom here, so the 8 volumes are going to spell out Parasyte on the shelf. I love connecting spines, so I love that they did this. These spines don't look like anything else I have on the shelf with that white and red color combo featured so far, so they really jump out. I wonder if they'll change the colors later on as more volumes are released. The third looks like it may be more of a maroon red color, but online pictures can be deceiving. I'll be sure to update you guys in the community tab as well as Patreon as I get more volumes in. Another cool detail real quick, when you open up the full color collection volumes, they included this all over artwork, giving me flashbacks to the late 2000s metalcore scene for some reason, but that's home for me, so I'm here for it. I love that they included this artwork in the front as well as the back of the volumes. While we have a more minimal aesthetic on the full color collection, the singles feature full cover art. We have Shinichi's hand and Migi on volume 1. The logo is different here as well. I like both logos, but this one in particular has a cool, more distressed look to it. The volume number is at the top right corner, and we have a black and red striped and distressed background as well. The cover themselves are matte, but they have some texture to them. One of the design differences I like on the singles is the artwork that's featured at the top of each spine. I also like how the color palette changes on each volume. All around, the text as well as the overall look of these volumes vary a lot in comparison to the full color collection. Both look good in my opinion, so it all just depends on which you prefer. When it comes to the sturdiness and quality of the editions though, I have to give it to the full color edition. The hardcovers are sturdy and they are well made. I also want to quickly take a look at the biggest and most obvious difference of the two. The full color collection is in full color while the singles are in black and white. I enjoyed reading Parasyte in black and white, but I'm enjoying reading it even more in color. It's a lot different seeing everything in full color, so if you've already read this series, it's a great way to get into it all over again. But it's also a unique way to get into it if you're new to Parasyte altogether. The coloring looks amazing throughout, but it's the aliens which morph their hosts into terrifying visions, the settings, as well as the blood and gore in this series that benefit the most from the full color. The panels look amazing in these full color editions, even more so thanks to the print and page quality. The full color collection is printed on matte white paper. The quality of the paper itself is great, like the color pages you'd see in the Monster Perfect editions. The singles, on the other hand, are printed on off-white paper that has an eggshell-like texture, the standard type of paper we see in manga, but the print quality is good and the contrast in the black and white panels is nice. The printing in the full color edition, though, is a lot more crisp. It's somewhat harder to directly compare because one is in full color while the other is in black and white, but the page as well as the print quality is better all around in the new full color edition. What about translation, lettering, and sound effects? The full color collection also features new lettering. The dialogue and text is more pleasing to look at in the full color collection. Both editions have the original hand-drawn sound effects as well as English translations on the page, but the translation text has been redrawn in the full color collection, and they look even better in these editions. The sound effects have even been colored so they really stand out, and as you can see, the translation of the sound effects has been revised in some areas too. For instance, here we have ow, while in the full color collection we have ouch and so on. Just little updates, but differences nonetheless. We see differences in the sounds people make throughout the series and dialogue bubbles too. The sounds they make a lot more sense in the full color collection, and the context overall is better. For instance, there's a lot of ums and gurs and stuff like that going on in the beginning of the volume, but they've changed it to make more sense. One of the biggest things that's different about the Parasyte Full Color Collection is that it has a revised translation. They made some grammatical as well as sentence structure updates. They even emphasize select words more in the full color editions for added impact. Select words have been bolded to add emphasis and weight, ellipses have been added for pause, etc. These seemingly small additions add quite a bit to the reading experience over the course of the series. The flow of the sentences feels more natural in the full color editions in comparison to the singles, especially when it comes to the narration. Let's take a look at cropping next. The full color collection is cropped more at the bottom of the panels, but only a little bit. The cropping is about the same horizontally though. Not all that big of a difference in terms of cropping, but something I wanted to note nonetheless. In terms of readability, both were easy and comfortable to read. The paperbacks have a glued binding, so they did have some gutter loss while reading. You have to move the volumes in a way where you can more easily see some text and dialogue, whereas you don't in the full color collection thanks to its sewn binding. I actually noticed no gutter loss in the full color collection while reading, so they are even easier to read than the paperbacks are. Even though the full color collection's volumes are hardcover, they are lightweight in hand and are comfortable to read. I'm actually going to go with the full color collection here because they aren't overly heavy and they have a sewn binding. Also want to note real quick that no pages are coming apart from the spine. What about extras? Both the Parasyte singles and the full color editions have translation notes at the end. It was awesome to see that the translation notes at the end were even colored in the full color edition. The preview that includes a few pages from Volume 2, the Japanese volume that is, was not included in the full color as it was in the first single, but they did include something new. A few questions asked by readers in the monthly afternoon readers page with answers from Hitoshi Iwaki. These were a nice addition and I really enjoyed reading them. Alright, so now that we've gone over it all, what's the best way to collect Parasyte? If you are looking for the cheapest way to collect this series or prefer to read it in black and white, you are going to want to pick up the singles released by Kodansha. But if you're looking for the highest quality edition all around, you're going to want to look into the full color collection. I love the fact that they are fully colorized and the print quality is top notch. The full color collection also has the best lettering and translation too, so this is something to keep in mind as well. What do I think though? I like the full color collection the best. They are modern and sleek and have a cool design. They are beautifully made, high quality volumes, and I can't wait to read the rest of the series all over again in full color. What about you guys? Let me know what you think of the two editions in the comments below, and if you have plans to pick any of them up. Parasyte is one of my all-time favorite horror as well as seinen series, so I'd love to hear your thoughts on the story itself too. That's it for the video, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.